call the meeting to order. Our first item is our Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, Billy. Good morning. Afternoon.
Whatever time of day it is.
Mr. Vice Chair, could you read our mission statement?
The mission of the Marshall Public School District is to educate, support, and prepare all learners for success.
Thank you. Moving on to our agenda, do we have a motion to approve?
I move.
I'll second.
Anything to add? Hearing nothing, we'll go ahead and vote, please.
Oh. Look, it should be running for you.
Oh, does it really? Okay. Hand vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to our Tiger Spotlight.
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry. So this month is National Principals Month. So we want to recognize the principals and directors. Been unlike any other year this year. So just want to recognize them. They spent countless hours preparing students to safely return to school and learning. I want to thank Tiffany Teskey, Darcy Love, Amanda Grinauger, Peter Thor, Mary Kay Thomas, Tony Alberts, Brian Jones, Travis Frazee, Amanda Peterson, and Jackie Budden, supporting our mission of educating, supporting, and preparing all learners for success. A certificate for each, and we'll be doing some things to recognize them throughout the month.
Very good. They sure have stepped up, that's for sure. Board forum, board members, anybody have anything they'd like to bring up?
I will have a Child Coalition meeting in November 18th, Zoom meeting that we postponed it for 2 months because of the COVID. So we're going to do it by Zoom on the 18th of November.
Okay.
The Community Services Board is meeting uptown by the new memorial. If you guys have noticed, it's being, not the new memorial, but the extended memorial. We're going to meet up there just to see the progress and everything. So it's coming along really nicely. So.
It really is nice.
Yep, it'll be good.
Very good. Moving on to our discussion items. This is our second reading of policies 607 to 612. Anybody have any comments or questions?
We mentioned last time with these policies are updated. There really aren't any major changes to any of them.
Very good. Moving on to our action item, request to hire full-time nurse aide position for 2021. Motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Fair with this one, our nurses have been putting in a lot of hours, and it's been just the tracking of the COVID, the cases and such has been, it's been a lot of extra work. We'd like to support them with this extra aid to help with some of that data input and contacting parents and some of that kind of thing, some extra help for them.
Now, is this person serving all 3 schools?
They would service the
All
whole
schools?
district, yep,
So if a nurse calls and that needs extra help, then that person will go help that person?
correct.
Okay.
Very good. Any other comments? Hearing none, I'll call a vote. It did pass.
Should mention with that one too, that's paid for out of CARES funds.
Moving on to our next action item, approval of agreement with United Community Action Partnership, which is Head Start. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
It's open for discussion.
This one is an annual renewal. We provide special ed services for the Head Start students. This is the agreement for that.
Very good. Call for a vote. It is approved. Junior board members, anything you want to bring up? No? Great. Anybody else? Very-
From the high school kids.
He just asked.
I just asked them if they had anything they wanted to bring up.
Okay.
They're being quiet today.
I went to Head Start, so it's pretty cool.
It is. It's a nice building, isn't it? Yeah.
Are they all in there now completely? I assume they are.
I don't really know.
I'm pretty sure. That's a federal program, so we don't.
Right. I
really
do believe
much
you're in
with
it, but yeah,
it.
I'm not
Yes.
sure.
Do we have an updated figure, Jeremy, for COVID numbers in the district in terms of,
I do,
We
on
can
my
discuss
desk I
maybe?
do, I
Okay.
just don't have it
okay,
Have
I
with
just
me.
wasn't sure. That's the one question that I'm faced with.
with
all
how
the
many
time.
positive cases and such. Yeah, we had been tracking on a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet that we created. It was a shared document. It was becoming overwhelming, the way the data was going in there. As part of this position is updating that. And Trisha's actually created a database for us where we can run reports in a cleaner manner. Today was the transition date to get all the data into one spot. So when I looked about noon today, we were still at, I want to say it was 4 or 5 cases total, positive cases in the district. So that number has still been small.
That's good news.
The majority of what we see is people identified to have to quarantine for close contact or symptoms or that sort of thing. And the struggle is this right now, this time of year, so many people have those symptoms that match
They're
COVID
regular
symptoms.
cold.
Allergies.
Right, allergies and colds and flus and the temperatures and the sore throats and the headaches and those things that are kind of common right now are all identified as symptoms. So we see a number of people having to quarantine for those things.
With reference to that, Jeremy, are we making the flu shot available through the district as we normally do for staff?
For staff, we're able to find a vendor for that. We were not able to find a vendor that could do the students this year. The hospital that we worked with in the past just didn't have the staff or the availability to do that for us. We reached out to other vendors and it wasn't, we could find Guide Point Pharmacy in town was able to do the staff for us. So we're lining those up, but for students, we were not able to find someone who could provide it this year.
For staff sign up, right?
Correct.
But they've done a nice job, just as a parent, with notifying parents that that's not the case. So
Right.
I appreciate that. The more reminders that can go out, the better, I
Right.
think.
Because that's going to be a big change this year. We've done that for a number of years. and-
Because we've gotten into that habit, so I actually did just do that.
Yeah.
My list to get the kids, so.
I've got a question of you three. Are students doing a pretty good job with masks and social distancing at the high school?
Yeah, for math, they try their best. For social distancing, because you can't always see the person very And
Yeah.
masks aren't allowed, they're recommended for gym classes, so that's what I thought that when people still.
And when you go in, the teachers are reminding, get your mask on, and
They don't really remind anybody,
everybody got it on pretty well.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very good, board members. Thank you very much. Meeting's over.